Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how I created this look. It's a really soft and subtle look with a little bit of a shiny sparkle on the eyelid, but in a really soft way. So let's get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is prime the eyelids, taking my favorite primer, which I always use in every video. It's the MAC Cosmetics Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre. I will show you in today's video how I'm doing my brows. I never actually really show this in my videos, but I thought, let me just show it today. Like, why not? So I used some clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills, applied it all the way through my brows. Lately, I've been really into like the more natural looking brow. And also I try to do it as quick as possible. So I just start with some brow gel, and when I feel like I need a little bit extra fullness, I go in with the Anastasia brow pen in the color medium brown, and I just create these super tiny strokes on all the places where I feel like I could use some hair. And this will just mimic the effect that I have fuller brows when in fact I actually don't. So I will create these little stripes just everywhere while I see some gaps, and then I'm finished, and I feel like it gives a really beautiful natural full brow effect. So now this is the palette I'm gonna play with today. It's the newest Sigma Beauty palette, which I think is so freaking stunning. When I saw it, I was like, okay, this is so beautiful. I can definitely see myself use this a lot, especially behind off camera. So I started with the lightest color, which is called Sand Dollar, and I'm gonna use this right underneath the brow bone to give it a little bit of a highlight. Then I went in with this color right here, and I'm gonna start blending this all the way in my crease, going from the inner corner to the outer corner. So this is gonna be the transition shade. For those who are new into makeup, a transition shade is basically a light color, which is gonna be like the base color that will make all the other shades that you will apply after this blend out more easily. So it's kind of like a soft in between kind of shade, if that makes sense. For example, if you do like a brown eye look, you always want to go in with a light brown shade first, to make the transition and the blending more beautiful. So this is kind of like my first color, and then I went in with this one, which is actually also quite a light shade, but I could have gone in with this one straight away because the Sigma Beauty eyeshadows blend out very easily, but I don't know, I always like to go in with multiple shades to make the blending as beautiful as possible. So blending this in my outer V area, making these circular motions, and then also blending it in towards my crease to make it a little bit darker, and I just love this color. Then I used a little bit of concealer and blended it right underneath the outer part of my eyelid and also a little bit underneath the eye to kind of clean it up and make the edge a little bit sharper right here. So I used a Sigma E25 brush with a little bit of concealer, which I always love this combination. And then I just used it underneath the eye to get rid of all the redness. Then I used in with this super beautiful shimmery color, applied a few shades, but I do have to say using your finger works best. I always try to use a brush to apply shimmers, but I always end up using my finger because it just gives way more color payoff. So yeah, just use your finger. Then after applying that shade, I went in with the color. My brush was actually covering up the shade name, but it's this color that you just saw. And I'm gonna use this for underneath the lower lash line. And then once I have blended it underneath the lower lash line, I'm also gonna blend it a little bit upwards to connect the lower lash line with the eyeshadow, which is in my crease. So just blending it upwards towards my outer portion of the eyelid. Then I went back in with the color Sand Dollar and popped a little bit of that in the inner corner of the eye just to give it a little bit of brightness in this area, which I always love. It just gives a really beautiful fresh effect. You can just instantly see, I don't know, it just does something to the eye look, which I really like. So applied a few layers to really make it as bright as possible for as far that's possible with the shade. Then I used this nude pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a duo pencil. It has like a darkish brown side and a nude side, and I really love this one, but it's really running out, so I actually have to get a new one soon. But yeah, I used that in the waterline. Then I curled my lashes because it's already time for mascara. This look is actually not too complicated, so beginner friendly, and hopefully if you are new into makeup, this will give you some inspiration or teach you how to create this look, or maybe you want to try something else. I think this is a beautiful eye look for any occasion. If you want to wear something but not too dramatic, but it will just look so pretty and elegant. So I used this mascara from, I believe it was Maybelline, the Sky High mascara. And then I popped on some falsies. You can use any false lashes that you like. Or you can just use some mascara only. This is totally up to you. I went in with some falsies just because I don't really like my own natural lashes. But for one of my next upcoming videos, I will do a look where I only use mascara to give you more of a softer vibe. But yeah, this is the finished result. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.